Tonight we had the Eagles on display in front of the home crowd, about 50,000 plus people, and it was pretty amazing. They saved the best performance for the live event, and Jalen Hurts went off. Him and the offense had the defense on their heels, and man, he really capitalized on the things that we've been talking about, and he's showing that he's in control and trying his best to master this offense. But let's get into it, man. What's up, it's your boy Cintron coming at you with another analysis video. And to kid you not, that's my real name. We're going to start out here with the Eagles training camp game ball. A.J. Brown makes the play of the night at the open practice. So him and another guy, Jalen Carter, starred here. Carter had the spots because the defense was kind of being pushed around, but he did pop up here and there. So let's get to Ariel Jeremiah, I forget what his name is, Jeremiah Green. No, that's a... Wrong guy. Anyways, why he gotta look like he look way too intense, bro. But he is like that in practice, so he plays like he looks, or at least on this in this picture. But anyways, AJ Brown had the game ball. He made about a 35 to 45 yard catch downfield, and I think on the first drive that led to a red zone touchdown to Dallas Goedert. But he got them there. Chunk plays, those explosive plays. Reminiscent of 2022, we were just hammering people over the head. And when A.J. Brown was going off, that 6-week stretch from, I think, week 2 to week 8, something like that. Week 4, somewhere in there. Week 3, I think, week 3 to week 8, something like that. But A.J. Brown, man, he's going to go off. He's the most consistent guy we've had on the team, arguably, since we got him in 2022. And, he shot his hands late, had Darius Slay fooled. I mean, he's just so excellent at doing that. He did that in, I think, the Tennessee Titans game, and just gives DBs very little chance to react because they're trying to watch him play the ball. And, he's not giving them any context clues, allowing them to clue into the situation of the ball arriving stat pronto. So, shout out to him for that. Jalen Carter blowing up a run play, a stop. Because there's no live tackling to the ground, even though someone did and they got injured. I forgot who it was, but we'll go over that later. But on Saquon Barkley, so him playing the run tough, he's had a couple sacks, and he's being looked to already to be our best D lineman because that former tag goes to Fletcher Cox, and he's retired, and we're set to lose Brandon Graham after this year. Have a lot of greenhorns in the interior, him and Jordan Davis and Moro Jomo. And Marlon, he's the vet of the group. Him and Milton Williams. So we're counting on a lot of youth there this year. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, let's get into the Jalen Hurts watch. Eagles QB airs it out at open practice. He was just doing his thing, man. He like I said, saved the best for the crowd. He's a crowd pleaser. He's like, "Are you not entertained?" Like he did against the Bills when he had the game-winning QB draw. But he was spreading the ball around, got the ball to Covey, got the ball to A.J. Brown, to Smith, tried to get the ball to John Ross, I think he might have gotten to Campbell a time or two, Grant Calcaterra. So he was spreading it out, amongst all his weapons. And, you share the wealth, you're going to be all the more richer, at least in this offense, because Kellen Moore has a design where you can't shut down, just one guy or two guys. You'd be able to spread it around in different formations, different looks. And it's going to be a tough time trying to pinpoint, who to, focus, key in on, because you really can't. You do that, we're just going to hurt you a different way. So that said, he hit Dallas Goedert for 3 touchdowns in the same spots on the field. The front of the end zone, left side twice, I think the right side of the end zone once. It was just a thing of beauty to watch. And, there'll be days like that. Someone goes off for, 3 tutties. Another guy, everybody gets, single digit touchdown. You get a huge chunk of yards and Jalen's running it in, or Saquon's going off on the ground. So it'll be, someone's going to get highlighted, I feel like, every week. The 5th practice, it was Gainwell going off for 3 touchdowns through the air. Running back. It's hard enough for a receiver to do that, get a triple crown for the day. He, as a running back, got that. He's not even the starter. And I think it might still been when, I think Saquon, he sat out. But, even then, just showing that we're a well-oiled machine and you put someone else in there, kind of get the ball rolling. So let's look at the final numbers for Jalen. You know, he was hitting everybody, and you know, just really getting the ball out of his hands. They blitzed him with the Kobe Dean. He slid to the right and then hit. You know, I forget who he hit. You know, coming out of the backfield, might have been Saquon. AJ Brown has Isaiah Rodgers all over him. He's hitting him. 17 of 22, 73.9%, 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. He did throw a ball that could have gotten picked by Bryce Huff. You know, he dropped in the coverage, but he dropped it. And the interception was thrown by a quarterback. It just wasn't Jalen. I think might have had one more turnover worthy throw, but A-, I would give him a B+. You know, just because for me, that throw, you know, could have jeopardized a lot. But I mean, it just they're cooking with gas, man. Let's get into the only article that we have. You know, we usually do 2, but this is the only one available because it was a late practice at 6:30, 7:30 in the morning for me. So, Eagles training camp practice notes. Dallas sucks, but Goedert doesn't. So, definitely, you know, he saved the best performance for the biggest audience that he was going to have. Had a strong night and led the offense on long scoring drives, which is what you want to hear about, what you want to see from QB1. First touchdown pass was set up by AJ Brown, which we talked about. Then he hit Dallas Goedert in the front left corner of the end zone for a touchdown. And, you know, 2 more. He scrambled, you know, making time in the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield, not, you know, ducking out looking to run first. Jalen is, you know, he's pretty adept at, you know, mixing in the run and the pass, and he was able to buy time. And Goedert was just hot. You know, he hasn't been like this since the first practice. So, you know, like I said, anyone can pop up on the stat sheet any given week. And he's the 3rd guy in our offense, you know, the trio of Smitty, number 2, and then AJ Brown, number 1, and then this Dallas Goedert. But he still is a part of that dynamic trio. And it'll be a quattro now that we have Saquon Barkley. Yeah, man, I give him a thumbs up here tonight. So the injuries, Tyler Steen was out, missing his 3rd practice. Maybe he'll be back on Sunday. And we after that we have, I think, another breaking in. No, we have like 4 consecutive days of work. Oren Burks is still out. Mekhi Gardner added to the mix with being out with a hamstring. Trevor Keegan back, upgraded to full go, and Kendall Milton was he left early, but he wasn't on the injury report. McCastles, I'm like, you know, not really important. Okay, he's the one who got tackled during the live period, and yeah, he limped off. Because I mean, I think it's one of those, maybe the drop tackles. It might have been because it said a tackle that was illegal, and that it's now been banned. So Keely Ringo took a back seat. Isaiah Rodgers took the 11-11. So it's 3 days for Rodgers and 3 days for Keely. We'll see. I mean, like this next day might break the trend, but it might just be continuing on that. Because Keely, I think, got 2 in a row, and then now we're seeing each guy has 3 now, mixing it up. But I definitely feel like Rodgers is the better player. He's been making more plays. He's more sudden, more quick. Keely is fast, but he's faster, and he has more side-to-side agility. Shut up, man. Damn. Why don't you do it like that? And he's got these 6 Spider-Man cleats. Nice. All right, and, you know, Dak sucks. He has, he out of 169 playoff QBs with at least 1 win, only 7 have a worse winning percentage than Dak. And 18 and 15 combined opponent record, lowest win percentage in playoff wins among 109 QBs to win multiple games. Indeed, yikes, damn. All right, so the linebacker training camp battle. Again, Devin White and Zach Bond. So it's looking like it's going to be Bond, and, you know, Mr. White. Mr. White, you got your meth. But, you know, Dean's good and as a sacker, you know, but, you know, he's not being a Packer. Sorry, just stretch it out, you know. You're not even watching them, so it's all good. But he got dusted by Gainwell on a wheel route and by Campbell, I think, on a touchdown when he's trailing. So, yeah, I mean, well, Gainwell twice, but anyways, nah. The wide receiver 3 battle has yet to be decided. Campbell had 2 incompletions. He didn't get to the spot fast enough. I mean, he runs a 4.31, which is troubling. But, you know, this one might go down to the wire. I think Campbell's in you know, the key position, but Britton Cup, he looked good. He looked solid coming out of the out in the slot. You know, he got hit by Jalen, not in a bad way. But right guard training camp battle, Mekhi Becton Had a good rep. Going to Samoro Jungle, who's a rookie. Not a rookie. He's a young veteran, second year guy. And then he had a bad rep against Jalen Carter, who just did him dirty. So, I mean, Steen, I didn't hear about this kind of stuff going on with Steen in there. So I'm leaning towards Steen, but that's just me. QB2, Pickett finally threw it, and he's the first quarterback to throw a pick. Went to Eli Ricks, who could be trade bait. We don't know what we are going to do with him. He has low special teams value. If he has better special teams value, he'd be the guy over Josh Jobe, but he's a superior Michael Clay player. So Brett Toth, interesting, got the first team starts at left guard with Landon Dickerson out with that knee injury. And, Becton was already filling in at right guard. So we got some other options. Matt Hennessy was passed over once again for first team reps. I think he's fallen out of favor for whatever reason. But, similar to Rashad Penny, the coaches there at practice, they see these guys day in and day out, so they know the capabilities and, who can be relied on and such. Trust their judgment for the most part, except for last year. Dylan McMahon had a nice block to get TDP in for a goal line touchdown. Jake Elliott making 54-yard field goals. It's just like, kind of count on him. Anaya Smith falling behind Johnny Wilson, who got some first-team snaps, so you like that. Jeremiah Trotter sacking Pickett, beating Will Shipley, who needs to work on his pass pro. I mean, that's his one weakness. If he was better at that, he definitely would have went higher, and he'd be a better prospect. Let's see. Brandon Smith steaming on somebody, not surprising. And we almost had 50,000 fans. But hey, anyways, we'll get about it here on that note. Not too much to report about because Jenny, as much as I love-hate Jimmy Kempinski, he writes a thorough article when he's observation the Eagles. But anyways, like I said, we'll get up out of here. But we'll chunk the deuces officially. But as always, I love talking about these freaking Philadelphia Eagles, and I love making videos about them. So we'll chunk the deuces. Keep saying that. But hey, as always, fly Eagles fly, and let's motherfucking go. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.